Hi my lovely people, welcome back to another fabulous fragrance video. I am beyond excited to bring you some of the most amazing niche fragrance / house discoveries that I have made in the past few months. Some of these were introduced to me just months ago and I just couldn't contain my excitement. I couldn't wait. I had to wait for the right time to bring these to you because I wanted to, first of all, I wanted to test them for at least several weeks before I confirmed that they in fact are mind-blowing and fabulous, as they blew my mind. You know, at first sniff I was in love with these fragrance houses, these fragrances, but I wanted to confirm that it is, in fact, you know, love forever. And was I right? Oh, you guys, these are the most unique and fabulous fragrances and fragrance niche fragrance houses I have ever come across. I think that says a lot because I have, as you know, a very large collection. I mean, the last time I took inventory, it was like over 400 bottles. But anyway, yeah, I can't wait to get to this. If you want to find out what these amazing niche houses, these are very exclusive, like super niche fragrance houses. They're all from Paris, France. So they're French niche fragrance houses. They're very, very niche. You know, there are some niche fragrance houses that have become quite mainstream because they're like everywhere, you know, but these are very, very exclusive. My subbies they tend to be fragrance connoisseurs. There's nothing that I can surprise you guys with, right? Because you have sniffed everything, you bought everything, but I'm still hoping that many of these will actually be a surprise to you, and they are fabulous surprises indeed. They're new to me, so they may be new to some of you guys. They're very exclusive, very top-notch, very, very, very niche French niche fragrance houses. So if you want to find out what they are and what these fabulous fragrances are, just keep watching. So you guys, as you can see, I look like I have a hanger in my mouth. I can't stop smiling because I am so excited. I have been so excited to do this video for like weeks now. I just couldn't wait anymore. So I'm finally filming this video after testing these beauties for weeks and weeks. So I'm going to list all of these websites for these stunning fragrance houses, niche fragrance houses, down in the description box, and I will put all the discount codes for you to get a good discount on them. The first French niche fragrance house that I just recently discovered that blew my mind is Une nuit nomade. It means a nomadic night. And the fragrance I have from this house in my hands, I have the full bottle of, is Jardin de Mispas. You guys, this one, woo, it is the most beautiful fall fragrance. Just let me get started with that. So this is the packaging, as you can see. Let me show you. This is what I got a full bottle of. This bottle design is absolutely beautiful. I think it's very classy and very like minimalistic and just very, very classy. I think I love the bottle. I really, really love the bottle, the labels and everything. Before I get started with the fragrance, I want to tell you guys a little bit about this fragrance house. So it was founded by two people, you know, the two French founders of this house. They have one thing in common. They are very passionate about traveling. You know, traveling is like a way of life, that wanderlust. People who have that wanderlust, they love to travel, and I'm actually one of those people. It's just that Now I have small children, me and my husband both actually. We love to travel. We love to travel the world. If it were up to us and if we could take our kids with us, that they didn't have school or anything, we'd be traveling the world, you guys. This fragrance house, all of their fragrances are inspired by all these beautiful exotic places that the founders traveled to. You know, they drew inspiration from their like nomadic life, basically their travels to these beautiful far places. They have many gorgeous fragrances, which by the way, I have here samples of their other fragrances. I have, let's see, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. I have 10 samples of 10 of their fragrances, so I will be doing a full house review of this fragrance house coming up very soon, because many of these fragrances are actually very fall appropriate, including this one. This is one of my favorites, I will say right now, out of all of them. They are all just absolutely amazing, you guys. I've sniffed all the samples, but this one I have been wearing. I don't have to spray much of this fragrance. I will get into all that in a few minutes. So anyway, as I was saying, so this house is really inspired by beautiful scents of gorgeous exotic places. This is Jardin de Mispas, you guys. This one, oh, I don't even have to spray. This perfume is just radiating from the atomizer, you guys, and it's the most delicious gourmet fragrance for the fall. You can start wearing it now here in this transition period. It's like, it's amazing. So this has got amazing performance. I'll get to that here in 1 second. And this is very much a gorgeous gourmet for fall, but it is a fragrance that is so somehow, I don't want to say, do I want to say light? Yeah, I do. So it's, you know how when a fragrance is super dense, very thick, you know, that's when you think that it is going to be beast mode, or it's going to stand up to the cold weather. You know how that's kind of our experience, right, with fragrances. But not this one, you guys. And that's not always. It's not just with this one. There are other fragrances that are amazingly, beautifully gourmet, have fragrance notes that are amazing for colder months. The performance is perfect for cold months and all that. Yet they're not thick, not too dense, not too in your face. They're amazing. Their performance is perfect and amazing, but they're not thick to the point you can cut them with a knife. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's this fragrance. This is a beauty that you can start wearing now here in this pre-fall beautiful weather where we have a little bit of a breeze, where it's not cold yet, it's not hot anymore. Perfect time. And actually this you can wear summer nights as well, or any kind of night, really, all year round. But anyway, let me get to the scent now. Gosh, you guys, this one, I am gonna spray it just for you, but I don't need to. I can smell it from the atomizer, so I'm gonna spray it on this one. Oh my, oh, you guys, I'm sorry. I got a small joke for you guys. So one of my subbies made a comment the other day on one of my videos. She said that, you know, she's afraid to open fragrance reviews on her computer in public because, especially fragrance reviewers like me, you know, get carried away when you smell something this heavenly. You can't help but make those noises, you guys. Are you with me or what? Are you with me? Are you one of those people like me that you just can't contain yourself? Because I am. Okay, I'm sorry. Turn the volume down, okay? Forgive me, I'm just in this, in love with this fragrance. You guys, this is the most beautiful, oriental, gorgeous, do I dare use the word exotic? I don't like to use that word willy-nilly. This is the most gorgeous delicious date fragrance. To put it in the most simplistic way, let me get to the rest of it. This is so much more. So hold your horses. It reminds me, it just takes me on this sort of like exotic journey to, like the Arabian Nights, the book. It's kind of what I'm picturing in my head, but listen, it doesn't smell like your typical, this is not a fragrance, let me get this out of the way. Not a fragrance that smells like your typical like Middle Eastern type of fragrance. When I say Oriental, I don't really mean that it smells exactly like a Middle Eastern fragrance. I love Middle Eastern fragrances. They're just so amazing. They're a bang for your buck, you guys. They make the most absolute amazing fragrances, and they've been making fragrances since before time, That's a different kind of, vibe, but it has this beautiful magic about it that sort of transports you, like it takes me away, whisks me away to a very beautiful, like sort of, like a story, in the Arabian Nights, that kind of fragrance. So this has the most beautiful, delicious date note in here. Like that date is so just delicious. It's hard to describe. It's not your typical date note either. Like I have other fragrances in my collection that have the date note. For example, I have Royal Crown, Sultan. I have all that, and I have that Stephanie the Brugian one and all that. But this one right here has the most delicious date note that I have ever smelled. Bar none. Honestly, amazing. And this has the most gorgeous rose undertones. You guys know that rose, especially certain type of rose. I want to say almost that this has, is it the Taif rose that's in here? Because that gives that sort of oriental scent, but this has rose absolute, and guess what else? There is rose essence in here, like rose water. Do you guys love the scent of rose water? My God, I love when I bake with rose water or use it in desserts. It's just the most beautiful scent, but it's not like straight up rose water smell either. It has a very beautiful exotic sort of rose water undertone to it, and you can smell the gorgeous rose notes in here. This has rose absolute, rose, several types of rose, I want to say, and that beautiful rose essence, you guys. And that date, it's the most delicious and decadent. And has a little bit of saffron for a small little bit of an edge to it. And the other thing that is so delicious and edible about this fragrance with that date note is the almond. So this has a bit of almond, and I am almost willing to bet it's not probably one of the notes revealed, but there's amber in this fragrance because I can smell the amber. I want to say there's definitely vanilla in here. I want to say it's probably more like a resinous vanilla. Like amber is a resin note that is a combination of many other notes, right? Like there's a little bit of what you call benzoin in amber. There's vanilla kind of smell in it. It's a combination of a lot. So it has that sort of resinous ambery vibe in here. That's just it complements that date in here, and the almond and the rose, just so beautiful, you guys. I don't know how to do justice in describing this fragrance. You had to smell it to know what I'm talking about, just how divine this fragrance is. You guys are going to go fall head over heels with this one. Oh my gosh. Whew, you guys know I don't gush just that easily. I am like I'm in love. This is like an M. Micallef. You know, you guys know my love affair with M. Micallef fragrances, right? So this blew my mind. So you guys, these few fragrance houses that I'm going to talk to you about in this video, they're all ones that actually, like, it just blew my mind. I mean, they are out of this world. They're very special, which is why I decided to put them in a separate video, because I don't want to just haul these perfumes then tell you guys about it. No, these are actual amazing, gorgeous, stunning niche houses. They need to be just put on a pedestal, you guys. So I needed to talk about them in a special, specific, separate video, because I want you guys to know that these are just mind-blowing. Okay, this one right here just blew my mind, you guys. Oh, by the way, did I show you the magnetic cap? And this, by the way, lasts on my skin like 8 hours, and on my clothes it's still on. Like the other day, the dress I was wearing still has this fragrance on it. It's been days, and I haven't washed it yet. This is got a beautiful, very just intoxicating scent trail. My husband loves this. He loves all of these, so don't even bother asking me. All of these I'm talking about, he loves so much. I'll tell you some of the comments he made. Actually, this one, he said this smells so, what was the word he used? He said it smells very, like, very intoxicating. I think that's the word he used. And he said that something edible about it. That's true. So yeah, it's almost like, you know, I want to bite a piece off of you, but in a very kind of perfume way. So this is a gourmand, but it's a very fashionable smelling, very modern smelling, gorgeous, oriental, ambery, delicious, date, almondy, rose water, just exotic beauty. Okay, so it's just absolutely stunning, and it really lasts a long time, and it's got amazing performance. I am beyond thrilled and amazed. You can get 25% off of this fragrance or any of the Uninoy fragrances on the website, on their website, with the discount code that I have in the description box for you. So it's a 25% off. You get 25% off from your order. With that discount, I will put it down in the description box. It's not just 25% off you get with this fragrance house. When you purchase a 50 or 100 ml bottle from their website, you get that 25% off discount with my code down in the description box down there. But you also get a 25 ml free fragrance. You get it for free with the purchase. So what you have to do is you have to add the fragrance of your choice to the cart, and then you add, you know, the fragrance, whatever you want, the 25 ml, you know, size fragrance. You also add that to the cart, and then at checkout, you apply my discount code for 25% off down in the description box. You apply that at checkout, and that's gonna, when you first add it, it's gonna show a price for that 25 ml. But when you apply the discount code, it's going to take that 25 ml price off the total, and 25% off the entire order. And then you're gonna get a 25 ml for free, and you're gonna get 25% off from your entire order as well. How about that for a surprise? You guys, a lot of you have been kind of confused lately with what YouTube did with the interface. Gosh, I don't know why they can't stop changing things. So it's not like it used to be. The description box doesn't unroll the same way it used to. So what you do is you see the video, and then right under you see the like button, you know, all that stuff. And right underneath of it, you will see the word more, and you'll see 3 dots. Click on those 3 dots, and then it's going to unroll for you the description box. And in the description box is all of the details that you need for all the discounts you can use to get 25% off of this. And if you can't find it, just leave me a comment and I will provide all the information to you directly. Yeah, this one is absolutely stunning. So I would buy this, all of these. I mean, this one you get 25% off, this brand, this fragrance house. I would buy them full price. Absolutely 100%, 100% will buy them without a discount. But you guys are going to get 25% off with that discount, which is amazing. Oh my God. I have another one here. This one, I can't wait. I can't wait. It's one of the most mind-blowing and absolutely unique fragrances. So this one really is one of my most cherished fragrances in my entire collection because I don't have anything else that come close to this composition, you guys. You know how we are all so tired of, like, no matter how beautiful fragrances are, there are a lot of beautiful fragrances, but a lot of the time, you know, they feel like they're about the like variations of the same composition almost sometimes, right? Like the all rose fragrances blend into one sometimes without, you know, if you don't really pay attention. And there are so many fragrances that seem to have similar notes and all that, the compositions. The reason why you and I, especially my subbies who are perfume connoisseurs, you know, they tend to be, they search for fragrances that are 100% unique, that no one else will be wearing, no one else would smell like it, right? So that's like the whole point of wearing niche fragrances, so that you can smell like one of a kind, like you can smell like you descended from the heavens and drop dead gorgeous and sexy and stunning, all those at the same time. That's why we wear niche fragrances, right? So because we want to smell unique. Well, you got that with this one. And actually the first one I talked about as well, so different. Every time you smell a niche fragrances, it should give you that feeling of smelling drop dead gorgeous and no one else, you knowing that no one else is going to smell like that, right? No one else in your like vicinity anyways, right? So that's kind of what I get from these, all of these. And this one is no exception. And oh my gosh, this is beautiful. And it just blew my mind when I got this fragrance. I've had this now, so this is the one I've had the longest. I've had this for at least, I want to say 6 weeks, a little over a month anyway. So I've had it for a very long time and I've tested it a lot. And this is another fragrance that you do not need to spray very much. It is from the fabulous and very exclusive French niche fragrance house Maison Chivelli. You guys, it is Hibiscus Mahajad or Hibiscus Mahajad. This one, you guys, is a hibiscus fragrance, as you heard in the name. So it came with this little thing. My goodness, I love the packaging. Look at that embossing. Isn't that stunning? You guys, let me show you the fragrance. This one is the most stunning and unique fragrance. And again, I'm noticing all of these gorgeous, super top niche fragrance houses have the most simplistic, beautiful bottles. By the way, this is also very like a nice weighted, gorgeous cap. This is a very strong, very potent fragrance, but again, potent yet inoffensive. It maintains somehow an airiness about it, even being that very strong fragrance. So that's what this is as well. By the way, I can smell this one like right here, right there. I can smell it very strongly, but I'm going to spray just for you, just so that you can enjoy seeing me spray it and you know, me getting carried. I'm not gonna promise because this smells amazing. I just can't stop sniffing myself. Actually, it's true with all of these. I cannot stop sniffing myself. By the way, this one blew my husband's mind. He couldn't even tell what this was. He was like, my gosh, what are you wearing? I can smell you over there. He would smell me like, I don't know, across the room. Okay, and he'd be, and I went past him the first day I got this. I wore it And I walked past him, like he was in a room. And I walked past him in the hallway, and he asked me, "What are you wearing? You smell absolutely gorgeous." I was like, that's it. That's it. And I had already had my mind blown by the time. I had already sprayed it on me and almost died, you know, because and I made some noises. If you guys think I'm bad with my noises of satisfaction, you should see when I'm not on camera, okay? Oh my gosh. I'm not going to get to that in this, but anyway, my husband says stuff and laughs at me for that. But anyway, here you go. So I'm going to spray it. Oh my goodness, you guys, this fragrance is just so bewitching. It is the most hypnotic, like sort of, it like sort of stops you in the tracks. This is the kind of fragrance that when you wear it and you walk past somebody, they're gonna be like, who's that? That central is gonna drag people with you. Right? I mean, you're gonna have people in like those funny commercials where they're gonna be people behind wheel. I did literally have that happen. I'm getting to that in a minute. That reminds me, I forgot to mention, this is a huge compliment getter as well. I got several compliments. I completely forgot to tell you the Jardin de Mispas, you guys, that one, that is it's a huge compliment getter. But anyway, this one is too, let me get, oh my God. How do I even begin to describe this fragrance? I am willing to bet many of you, I'm gonna bet also maybe some of you, knowing how much of perfume connoisseurs you guys are, you know the most niche fragrance houses before me, you guys. You are amazing. But I'm willing to bet that many of you don't have a gorgeous, indescribable, drop-dead gorgeous, intoxicating, bewitching, hibiscus dominant fragrance in your fragrance collection. Am I right? Am I right or am I right? Okay, so this is gonna be the most unique fragrance. One of the most, this is hands down, one of my top 10, I wouldn't even say top 5, even top 3 most unique fragrances in my fragrance collection. There's just nothing like it in my collection. This fragrance composition is just so unique. By the way, there's another reason why this is absolutely strong like that and lasts forever. This fragrance will last on you after you took a shower, on you as in on your skin. You take a shower, you scrub yourself down with soap, you will still smell like this after the shower. And why? Well, forget about clothing. I mean, this is on your clothes until even after you wash your clothes. It's going to be, this is that rare fragrance in your collection that's going to last forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. You couldn't scrub it off of you. It's that amazing. I mean, if you want a fragrance that will announce you before you enter a room, this is the one. If you want a fragrance that won't leave you, you never have to respray, this is the one. If you want a fragrance that you want to smell after you showered, this is the one. If you want a fragrance that's going to have a few people hooked onto your central and drag with you, this is the one. So you guys, this has the most beautiful hibiscus note in here. It's actually hibiscus tea. So it's a very strong, very beautiful, very colorful, exotic, just hypnotizing hibiscus tea note that's in here. It's very strong, it's beautiful. You think of the flower the moment you smell it, it's just right there. And that hibiscus tea with that ruby red rose that's in this fragrance, there's something very, very beautiful and fresh in the opening of this fragrance. This has a slight hint of mint in the opening, but it's not like, oh, that's mint. No, it's just like very much like blended well in the composition. You can't pinpoint it, but it's there, giving it this beautiful, like sort of just like crystal clear bright, beautiful opening to the fragrance. This has the most beautiful vanilla orchid with that beautiful dose of vanilla. There's a beautiful like sweet vanilla base to this fragrance with amberiness. There's like this a little bit of a resin vibe from the amberiness mixed with that vanilla, and that vanilla orchid is just stunning base, you guys. On the dry down, this becomes even more beautiful. It becomes very sensual, very intoxicating, very sweet, very just, I wish I had words. English language doesn't have enough words, you guys. It has like in that opening with that little freshness, there's a little bit of juiciness too, because there's a little bit of blackcurrant. So this is a very like uplifting, just awakening. It wakes you up type of fragrance, you guys. It is just hypnotic. It's bewitching. It's spellbinding. Okay, that's all I have to say. This one, I keep sniffing myself non-stop. This is almost like not too strong, like it's almost like too projecting. Okay, like my husband was like, I can smell you on this end of this side of the room. Okay, wow, you really. And when I moved around, he just got whiffs and whiffs of this fragrance, and I kept getting whiffs of myself, and I would get these whiffs and I'd be like, oh, and then I would just keep sniffing myself. My God, you guys, have people talked about this fragrance very much? I have never heard about it. Well, I know the house, I knew the house, but this particular fragrance from the house is just, whoo, it's absolutely mind-blowing. There's nothing like this in my collection. You need this. You will never hear me say this strongly to that many fragrances, but you need each and every one of these fragrances that I'm going to talk about in this video. And then I don't have that many, just a handful here. But you need this. If you are a perfume connoisseur, if you're somebody who wants to smell absolutely drop dead gorgeous, this leans feminine, by the way. If you want to smell like no other woman, and you want to smell like an absolutely stunning goddess, if you want to walk past people and have people turn around, this is a head turner, and tell you, by the way, God, completely forgot to tell you about my story. I've been stopped, gosh, like 4 times wearing this fragrance. People would stop me in the store. People would stop me. I went out wearing this. Although I think this is a nice daytime fragrance too. This is, by the way, all day long, all year round type of fragrance. This may be a little bit too much projecting during summer in the heat, in the hot weather. I would not recommend it for hot weather, but you can wear this in summer nights. But this is absolutely a fragrance you can wear now, especially right now with this transitioning time, the transition time from going from summer to fall. It's not too hot, not too cold yet. And then you can also wear this in fall and in winter and in spring. You can wear this daytime or nighttime. It's that kind of fragrance. It's so versatile and so stunning. This is signature fragrance worthy. If you want to make something like this, a signature fragrance, no one else is going to smell like this. I'm telling you, not anyone you know what I mean? Like this, there won't be that many people making this, their signature fragrance or wearing this, you guys, okay? So anyway, as I was saying, we went to dinner. I got stopped by 2 people at dinner and asked me when I walked past, like that scent trail, I tell you, wow, you smell good, what are you wearing? You know, and the hostess asked me what I was wearing. I have to know what you're wearing. You have to tell me what you're wearing. That smells very beautiful. My husband, he just kept sniffing me. It's like, I don't even need to come near you. I can smell you over here. I'm getting whiffs of you. This is an absolute charmer, stunner, bewitching, spellbinding fragrance. People are going to just non-stop sniff you, walk behind you, stop you, harass you, ask you what you're wearing. This was sent to me by Twisted Lily. If they hadn't sent this fragrance to me, I would have never discovered this amazing fragrance house. Oh my God. I know for a fact there are at least 3 or 4 fragrances I want to buy from this fragrance house. I'm going to buy from Twisted Lily with my own money because I am absolutely in love with this fragrance. This made it to my, all of these on my table in my top 10 for life now. All of them. They are my top fragrances. So needless to say, I don't need to be saying it applies to everything here. This is absolutely one of my most unique fragrances I've ever smelled in my entire life. So I'm very eternally grateful for them. And you guys have a very special surprise for you too. In the description box, I can't really say much about it. I want it to be a surprise. So go to the description box. There's a code down in the description box where this fragrance is listed for a special surprise for you, a special offer. Go take a look at that if you want this stunning, beautiful, exclusive fragrance from one of the most exclusive, very, yeah, exclusive is the word, very, very super niche fragrance houses, Maison Chivelli. Down in the description box, see what I have for you. Yeah, this is Hibiscus Maharaja. By the way, did you see the dent I put in this fragrance? I don't know, can you see the dent? Yeah, that is actually me not even spraying it very much. You can see how much I've loved it. Well, granted, I've had this one longer than the other ones here, but look at that dent. This is me just spraying 3 spreads, really, because this is super, like I said, projecting. You don't need much. That's after just 3 sprays. That's how much I've been using it, you guys. Absolutely stunning. Boy, do I have a treat for you next. Oh my gosh. This is the next mind-blowing niche fragrance house discovery of my life. All of these are. It is a super unique and super niche French fragrance house. It is Atelier Materi, and the fragrance is Cacao Porcelana. You guys, this one is just an olfactory experience. Whew, it smells so delicious. I don't even know where to start. So this is what the actual fragrance box looks like. I mean, look at this bottle, you guys. Isn't this the most stunning, most unique, most captivating, just unique, out of this world bottle? Look at that. There's a little bit of a gold hue, like a gold leafing almost on the top. You guys, I can smell this from here. This is another very potent, very high quality fragrance. You don't need much of this at all. It is one of the most delicious, decadent, gourmet fragrances I have ever experienced in my life. And you know how many fragrances I have, you know how many niche fragrances I have from some of the most, unique and high quality niche fragrance houses, but these beat a lot of them, you guys, seriously. So I sprayed one here, so I'm going to spray this one right here. This is just for you guys. I don't need to spray this. Oh my gosh. How do I describe this and do justice for it? It's just, I get carried away. I lose myself when I smell these fragrances from these fragrance houses especially. Oh my God, this smells, well, it's a perfume. So when I describe these gourmand notes, don't you get in your head that it smells literally like it. No, it's the perfume interpretation of it, right? So this has this most divine cacao note in here, which is what defines this fragrance. It's the most dominant note in the fragrance. And you guys, it is not like any other cacao note you've ever smelled in any of the other fragrance compositions you may have had a cacao note in. Let me tell you that much. This cacao almost to me smells very much like an actual chocolate, like a milk chocolate. It doesn't smell like a dark chocolate. It smells like a gorgeous perfume interpretation of a milk chocolate that's so very decadent, very decadent. And it has this bit of booziness from the rum note that's in there that makes it smell even more like, you know, those gorgeous Swiss milk chocolate with some like rum or other booze in them. It smells absolutely divine, delicious, edible, and just you know, you want to bite the person who's wearing this, that kind of thing. And this has, you guys, this sexiness. If you are a regular watcher of my videos, you guys know, I don't need to even explain very much. I have been talking quite a lot about how sexy herbal notes can be, like super sexy and very alluring. You guys, like, some of you guys think like herbal means like literally like an herb. No. There are herbal notes like Davana. I mean, the perfume interpretation of herbal notes in the first place, like even if there was rosemary in a fragrance, that is not the rosemary that you smell from it's the perfume interpretation of it, which is a little bit more sultry, and it's hard to describe. But this particular herbal note, Davana, it is the most sultry, most alluring, sexy fragrance note ever, and that's in this fragrance, and that's what's making this smell very sexy. That Davana and that white tobacco, I feel like give it this sort of edge, the sexiness, and it has this very like sensual base with a very deep vanilla scent with the tonka bean, because tonka bean smells like a very deep sort of sensual vanilla. So that's what's in the base, a lot of tonka bean, which really complements that chocolatey sort of cacao opening. And then there's a very sexy, sensual sandalwood, very unnoticeable, tiny amount of patchouli. If you're not a fan of patchouli, don't you worry, it's not going to smell like patchouli. It's beautiful. Oh my God, you guys, it smells like the perfume version of someone who smells so, like a perfume version of a decadent dessert, but it's like also like a sexy perfume. It's also like a sophisticated smelling perfume. It's a very hard to describe fragrance to really convey what it smells like, the amazingness of this fragrance. It's hard to really put into words. It's a very complex scent profile, complex composition. It's absolutely divine, delicious, decadent, top-notch, very niche fragrance. No one else is gonna smell like you when you wear this. Nothing's gonna smell like this. This is like, I don't have anything like this in my fragrance collection. I do have other fragrances with a cacao note, but it's nothing like this. For example, like, what is it? Amouage Lilac Love has cacao, but that's very kind of like powdery cacao, you know, like nothing like that. Like it's nothing like that one. It's nothing like the other ones with the cacao note. Can't think of now. I have like a couple of others. Nothing like any of that. It's just very beautiful. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It's just, that booziness is just absolutely divine with that cacao note, you guys. It's just absolutely stunning. It smells delicious. My daughter and my husband both sniffing me. I got in the car, okay? I got in the car and they were like just, you know, like stiffing. I was radiating this and they were like, oh my gosh. My daughter's like, Mom, you smell delicious. And my husband's like, yeah, that smells very interesting, very unique, very beautiful. What is that? And what is that? He couldn't put his finger on what is that scent, you know, like he's usually very good at like, oh, you know, he'll say general stuff like, oh, you know, it smells very vanilla like, but he couldn't come up with a description, you know. So it's like, it's just absolutely stunning, you guys. Actually, I have another surprise for you guys. I have a gift for you, actually. If you want to buy this gorgeous beauty or any other Atelier Materi fragrances, you can use my discount code down in the description box for a 10% off for your order on the Atelier Materi website. It's down in the description box. Go down there and see what the discount is. I will link all that down in the description box for you guys. Yeah, so it's you can directly get it from the Atelier Materi website, and when you order, you will get this beautiful, this kind of gift. This is a discovery set with purchase, I believe. And they, I believe, offer free shipping. So I got this, by the way, discovery kit, you guys, with all the other Atelier Materi fragrances. And I tried each and every one of them. Wow, you guys, there are some beautiful feminine ones here that I'm definitely getting my hands on. And there are some kind of masculine leaning ones that are very sexy too. Whew! I'm gonna do a full house review for you on this house as well, so I'm gonna save this for that. I'm not gonna talk about that right quite yet. Yeah, you will get a gift. That's the nice thing about ordering on the actual fragrance house website, and they will throw in other gifts, I'm sure. This is one of the things that I know they're giving away with purchase. So yeah, it's really nice to get it from the niche house website itself, because then you get into their kind of list, you know, and then you get all these offers and all these things like the new releases and everything else that you can't get discounts on any other place, like any other website. I have a discount code for you down in the description box for 10% off your purchase. Make sure to buy it from the actual fragrance house website, you guys, from France. It'll be shipped to you, and shipping is very fast. Like I got this like this, like, you know, I don't know, like a few days I had this fragrance. I love this. It's absolutely stunning. Blew my mind, this fragrance house. These three fragrance houses that I've talked about so far, man, some of the most amazing niche fragrance houses I've ever discovered in my life, man. You guys, I can smell all three of them like uniquely, and I'm getting whiffs from all three spots of my body, like they're taking turns almost here. This is like a melody of beauty over here. So that's it, you guys. Those are the most mind-blowing niche fragrance house and niche fragrance discoveries ever in my life. Some of the most amazing ones, like my top 10, you guys, they are in my top 10 in terms of houses, niche fragrance houses. They're all French, from France, Paris, France. And that's like, it's not unique, like they're all French fragrances. I didn't realize that until I started to gather them for this video. I brought them out. I'm like, wow, they're all French. They're all from Paris, France. Well, it's the perfume capital of the world, of course, no surprise. Very, very super niche, luxury and exclusive, super niche French niche fragrance houses. They really blew my mind, left me breathless, left me speechless, and it's hard for that to happen to me, because I've smelled everything. I have everything. I have all the perfumes in the world. Like I said, I almost have 500 perfumes. So it's really hard to blow someone like me away, you know, because I've smelled everything. So still, with everything I've smelled, they stand out. Does that say something to you? You need each and every one of them. And luckily, for my good fortune, every place that I got these from, they were kind enough to give you a gift too with a discount code. So I'm so happy that I can give something to you for you to take some money off of your order if you want to get any of these beautiful fragrances. So I feel very happy that I can give you those discount codes, that I have those to share with you, that you get those discount codes from fragrance houses like this, like very exclusive French super niche fragrance houses. So yeah, check down in the description box. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, which really helps me. I've noticed in my analytics many of you still have not subscribed, although you watch my videos all the time. Why not subscribe, you guys? And hitting that notification bell will allow you to not miss any of these type of videos with discount codes and stuff you can really use, right? You know, all this valuable information, all these reviews that you might miss out on. Just make sure you subscribe and click that notification bell so you will never miss anything. Otherwise, subscribing isn't enough anymore. If you don't hit the notification bell, they don't let you know. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram, where I share everything before I even talk about them on YouTube, everything I buy, everything I do. So yeah, I will see you guys in my next video.